The Shenango Valley Mall redevelopment is on a 54-acre site. There's also an adjoining 24-acre site to the north of that, which I believe would be more suitable for a housing element if we can attract a developer.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
You know, when we the Mahoning and Shenango Valleys hit the wall with the steel recession, I think everybody was in this survival mode, and you know, they were very isolated on their own island. But I think at the end of the day, again, backed by the Workforce Investment Board, saw that we were better if we operated as a region. I mean, we sit in the middle of 4 commerce centers, major commerce centers in Cleveland, Akron, and Pittsburgh and Erie. And in all those, we're kind of the tail of those centers. But when the 5 counties came together, I think it gave them the resources to move the 5-county area together. There was studies done back 16, 17 years ago that showed that there was a lot of transient movement of residents in between the 5-county area, but not so much outside the area. Now that probably has changed now with remote working and post-COVID environment. But the commerce, the businesses, the residents, they don't see the community lines, the county lines, or the state lines. So it was very important that these agencies began to collaborate and work together, and I think that has changed significantly in my time here at the city. I think the challenge that we have, and you're seeing a lot of publicity to try and address these, are 2 things: housing and population. And both the Youngstown-Warren Regional Chambers and Penn Northwest Economic Development Agency have made the homegrown initiatives and the attraction of people back to the communities a priority. So one thing that has to change is we have to find a way to grow the population in this area. And part of that challenge is the available housing stock that we have. So if we are going to continue, and I think we're on a very good path, but if we are going to continue in the future, the 2 barriers I see are housing and population. We updated our comprehensive plan here recently, and it was over 30 years, since we last did a comprehensive plan. And the comprehensive plan has some core values, and one of those is, you know, the vibrant city center. Complete corridors is another one, and you know, thriving neighborhoods is important to the community. I see that the redevelopment of the former Shenango Valley Mall is very critical to the city of Hermitage and the surrounding communities. The market's going to drive, you know, the final development there, and we would like and hope and support that there could be maybe some housing component as part of that redevelopment. The Shenango Valley Mall redevelopment is on a 54-acre site. There's also an adjoining 24-acre site to the north of that, which I believe would be more suitable for a housing element if we can attract a developer. Well, I'm extremely optimistic. You know, you see significant investments being made in the business community. We talked earlier about the FedEx distribution center. It's roughly a $35 million investment. We have Joy Cone plant, which is now embarking on a 200,000 square foot investment. When it's completed, they will have 1 million square feet under roof. They're currently at 850 full-time equivalent employees, and they expect to exceed 1,000 3 years after this expansion. So I think there's a lot of positive energy here in the community. And I would look for that to continue.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.